What's up, Dan and Dan in Series? I'm Hero here with
Josephine.
and we just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. Keep
Thank you
doing
so
what
much
you're
for
doing.
watching.
And lots of love, all the best.
Hi guys, how's it
Hi.
going?
Good.
First of all, let me just address the elephant in the room because we all thought this would be the last movie of the main saga, but then you announced there will be a fifth one after everything. And what a surprise. How did you even react when you found out there will be even more to the story? Were you fooled like the rest of us? Or did you know right from the start?
We never knew there was going to be another. We were always kind of like signed up and set up to do 4. And then the opportunity to do a 5th came around, and it felt for me really kind of like fitting for the story. Made a lot of sense. And to be honest, just the opportunity to do another one, to do 5 when we've done 4, to squeeze it in and make it make sense, was I guess it was a tough decision, but once I kind of got my mind into it, I'm so happy that we could do it. And I just want to say thank you to the fans, because they kind of allow us to be able to make not 1, but 5 of these movies. So yeah, grateful and excited.
Let's take a step back and talk about this movie, which tells us a very tragic story of Tessa and Hardin love story, since they have to face some secrets that were buried for quite some time. And how did you work on this even emotional and traumatic phase of your character's growth? How did you channel the right emotion to shoot some of these scenes?
Well, I feel like for Harden, he's always dealt with trauma, and the guy just can't seem to catch a break. I feel like I hope is what a lot of people are entertained by and watching their relationship, and Harden in particular, is how much he does try to be a better person, and as soon as he's getting somewhere, they close the door in his face, or he gets dealt another bad hand. And I think it's important for people to be patient with him, the audience members, to understand that this stuff would take a lot of time to kind of get over. I know as an actor it's my job to try and imagine, but it's hard to imagine what you would feel in that instant, what happens at the end of the 3rd movie going into the 4th.
I think that just having played her in 3 other movies, it helps a lot doing that journey to go on with it, and whatever comes. So I think, like, for me, just having the scripts and having the material there, like, it was a natural evolution with her emotional, like, mental state, and getting to that point where finally everything snaps. And so for me it was all in the script.
This movie tells us even soulmates and unconditional love can be scratched by demons. And this is quite true even in real life. So how do you feel about the fact that After tells us a very real story with all the ups and downs to get to a happy ending, not even knowing if there will be one?
I think it's just a part of life, like, taking risks and vulnerability and exposing yourself and not knowing what the end result is going to be and doing it anyway, because it's not about the end result, it's about the journey. And I think that goes for a lot of relationships. Like, the goal is not necessarily to be together forever. It's about, I think for a lot of people, that time that they're together and the things that they learn and that.
There are a lot of very interesting scenes in this movie, like the one at the party where Ardin is just standing there. But which one made you satisfied the most after shooting? Like you heard the cat and thought, this is a very cool scene.
There was a scene where Tessa finds her dad, and I remember we shot it on the first take, there was just something with the way that Atnas, the actor, he was lying on a mat, and there was just something about it that didn't feel as real. And then they shifted something with the mat, and then on the second take we did it and we got it, and I think that's the take in the film. And I remember I liked that scene in particular just because it felt really cathartic, and I always enjoy those scenes and moments.
Joe just reminded me of something about the moment she's talking about. There's a scene earlier, where Hardin finds him in the apartment when he's not expecting him to be there, and the way that he enters felt like we were filming a completely different movie. It felt like, I think he comes in with a baseball bat and he knows there's an intruder in the house. And when they called cut on that scene, I remember kept running back to the monitors to have a look, because I knew that the way we were filming that was like a really different kind of style to what we usually shoot. So it was nice to have like a kind of variety of different styles and elements and themes. And, you know, yeah, felt like a different genre of film for a minute, which is always nice. I love when I watch films that have like, you know, comedic elements, romantic elements, and there's little like different styles all the way through.
Yeah, talking about styles, you gave me like a cue there. And since the
Of course.
character of Ardyn in the books was briefly inspired by Harry Styles, I would like to know if you ever met him or if you like his music, and if you would like to chat with him about the story of Ardyn and Tessa or anything else.
Yeah.
Is that an offer? Do you have any?
Well, I just got the tickets, so.
No, I haven't met him, although, I mean, I have technically met him when I went to the Met Gala. We shook hands and literally like said hello, but didn't really have a chance to talk. So I don't know him and I haven't met him, I wouldn't say, properly. But I think he's a legend. I saw him I was at Coachella and he was headlining, and he's like, his music's incredible. I feel like I've never even pressed play myself or put on that As It Was, but I'm sure I know all the lyrics at this point. No, he's a proper rock star, and like I really, I respect and rate all of his work. I'd love to meet him, yeah.